Hi, y'all. Welcome to the OraCola. I'm RC. I'm here with y'all this evening. It's August 25th. I'm going to fix this. I feel like this white's going to cause the white balance on the chair to get all crazy. Hold up. Hold up. Had to intervene in a potential dog situation just a second ago, so I'm a little bit not settled like I would like. So Apollo decided the other day that he was going to eat one of my gloves, and so of course I had to induce vomiting, which was an fucking deal because he hates it. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Ooh, my hair's frizzy today. Hi there. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the show. Oh my God, my hair is such a mess. Just this heat did a number on it today. All right. I'm going to say hi to y'all on the chat. Here the neighbors are having fun up there. Oh my God. So yeah, anyway, back to Apollo. He decided he was going to eat one of these, which of course is something he should not eat because it's basically just all elastic. And so I had to induce vomiting, which is not easy because he is very, let me put it this way. He don't like to be fucked with, and he's willing to bite to tell you that he don't want to be fucked with. So I had to put a muzzle on him, and he was trying to bite through the muzzle. Like, in fact, I think he injured his mouth a little because he's been kind of licking his lips and just kind of acting a little funny. Anyway, took 2 hours, finally smeared some butter on the floor in a pool of peroxide, because you got to get some peroxide. Originally, I had like a big syringe. I was trying to squirt some, but he was not having it. So anyway, finally got him to lick up some of it on the floor with some butter in it. And thank the Lord, he puked it up like 2 hours later, along with everything else. And it was horrible and disgusting. And he's been pissed off at me all week, ever since we did it. Yeah. So just now he stole a pair of socks and was threatening to eat them because I was ignoring him getting ready for the show. So I had to go find him, like lure him away with some treats. Sometimes that works. Usually that works. It did not work with the other thing because I think it was easy for him to swallow it. A couple of socks might be harder. It's a little dry. But yeah, had to go get him out of there, and then now he's in here pouting next to me. So that's why I did not have my shit ready, in case you want to know. Oh, my Lord. Hi, Rooster Comb. Hi, Prince Albert. Hi, Googaloo. Hi, PNG. All the gang's here. Hi. Oh, my God. Peroxide butter taco. So gross. So fucking gross. Anyway, I just, it was an ordeal, but the alternative would have been taking him to the emergency vet and having them do it and him getting all vicious with them, and costing me a ton of money, or trying to wait and see if he'd pass it. And if he didn't, it would be like several $1,000s of surgery. And I already spent a lot of money on him just 2 months ago to get his ass lump removed. So I just wasn't having it. I was determined to make that dog puke, and I did. It was an ordeal. My hands is bruised up, but I don't have to worry about paying for that fucking surgery. Thank the Lord, Universe, Jesus. Oh my God. So, welcome to the OraCola. Y'all know who I am, RC Cola, the OraCola. I'll be with y'all for about the next hour or so, doing some readings. And I got many oracles that you can choose to get a reading from. And all you got to do is put your question in the chat, and then I will tell me what oracle you want, and then I will do the reading. It's really easy. That's how it works. I didn't even look at myself to see if the light was okay. I think it's all right. It always seems real harsh, and I mean, I guess it is, but the alternative is to have shitty lights, so I just look shiny. I'm trying not to put on too much powder. I've gotten to an age and a skin like being dry, or the powder sometimes just looks cakey and weird. So I'm trying without it. I may go back, but don't zoom in other words. I know some of y'all got them giant TVs and probably seeing every fucking pore and flake, but sorry, this is the real me. This is what I look like. So, got me a little watermelon slushy here. Keep my energy up. Oh, speaking of the energy, we always got to set the stage, set the mood here. We got our lovely sacred wood. Want to burn some of that. If you got your own incense or your own sacred wood or your own sacred leaf or whatever is sacred to you that you can burn, please go for it. Invite the universe to be with us this evening and show us its wisdom. I'm assuming it's because I don't know that the universe has a gender specific term. And I don't know that it's actually like a person type entity, a humanoid. I don't even know. It's a consciousness, but I think consciousness, the universe is it. I'm calling it now. It's an it. What's I'm drinking? I'm drinking a watermelon slushy. It's just watermelon, like fresh watermelon, and ice, and a few strawberries for some extra sweetness. And I'm going to put a little vodka in there. But yeah, that's what I'm drinking. So very good for the end of the summer. All right. Whew, back to what we was doing. Clearing the air here. Sacred wood. Got our little bell. Kind of ring the bell for service from the universe. The universe, come down and give us your wisdom. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, we got our spray. I'm working my way through it. I think there's maybe, well, I can't tell. There's a label in the way, but it's getting down there. So kind of get that rich bitch spray going. If you are enjoying yourself at any time this evening, during the show or after the show, or just when you think about it on Sunday while you're having brunch with your friends, I always appreciate donations from y'all, tips, whatever you want to call them, offerings. Yes, all of that goes to the universe because it supports me to do the work that I channel the universe through, if you get it. So Venmo or PayPal, arcieocola, ARCIECOLA. It's in the description box. So if you feel up to it, I don't mind. Anyway, okay, I think we did all our usual things. I might add some chanting or something at some point. Maybe a prayer. I don't know. All right. Ooh, put chia seeds in there and make the watermelon a little. It's already thick enough. In fact, it's had time to settle. You can tell this is all pulpy shit up here, which is why it's almost like eating something. It's almost like a smoothie. But down here is all that juice and all that. So I kind of got to chew it. I guess because I didn't blend it too long. I got a cheap blender. I don't want to stress it out. All right. So here's how it works. You put your question in the chat. Tell me what oracle you want to use. I will tell you what the universe says about your thing. Easy peasy. The oracles are all written in the chat, but I will go through them because sometimes folks are too lazy to read. So we got our essential oil deck. And then we got, of course, the book of Revelation. If you choose this one, you got to give me a number between 1 and 22 when you put your question in so that we can get that process going. We got the old hat of self-care. If you're just looking for some suggestions on how to get out of your rut and take care of yourself, hat of self-care. What else? We got, the Pornacle. It's our new one. We started this a couple weeks ago. This is just an erotic oracle. You got to give me a number between 1 and 755 if you choose this one. And can't forget. It's over here. Oh, got it. Our favorite bitch, the Magic 8 Ball. We'll see if we can get her to reveal herself this evening. I don't know. She's been tricky lately, but can always pick this oracle if you're feeling like you want to be a masochist this evening. Okay. We got any questions going over here? I know I had one online, so I can start with that. If I can find my, let's see, I think it was on Instagram. Let me check my social. I know it was a question. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's from Megatex. Okay. I asked what oracle they wanted, but it didn't get back to me. So I guess I'll just pick one. So the question is, what should I know about my cat's health issues? Okay, so the cat's got issues. I love him like a child and am struggling. All right, that's tough. That's a hard situation. You know, I was having pet issues this week too. Haven't had it and lost many cats in my 40-some years on this earth. I can tell you that it's always hard to have a sick pet and not to know how to take care of it, not to know what the best thing is, because there's a lot of medical interventions that might be excessive, to be frank. I mean, you've got to really look at how old is the cat, how healthy in general. Is this like a chronic issue? Is it something acute? How's it cured? What's it cost? How invasive is it? How hard is it on the cat? That's what you got to think about. Like, some of these things are really invasive and difficult and painful and expensive. And you got to kind of weigh what's best for your pocketbook in addition to the cat. Because, I mean, you can love him like a son, but it don't do you no good if you go bankrupt trying to like save something that you probably should let go. So I don't want to be a pessimist. Maybe it's just a little quick U2I kind of thing and you just like get over it. But I guess for the oracle, I'll go ahead and choose a tarot card, since I seem to remember that's what you preferred in the past. So we'll just give that a little shuffle here and see what the universe says about how you should cope with it. Because honestly, it's about coping at this point. What should I do? How should I cope? What's my steps? You know? All right. Shuffle here. Cat. What to do about the cat? All right. The Star. Okay. This is a nice one. So this is all about just having some hope, having some faith. Maybe the situation can be figured out, you know, or maybe even if it's a dire situation, you can have hope that it will go smoothly and peacefully and without, you know, pain and suffering. So there's like, you got to kind of reach within and find the adult part of yourself and say, you know what, this is part of being a human. This is an experience that I signed up for. However it turns out, it's going to be okay. So there you go. Good luck. I hope the kitty pulls through, or I hope whatever happens, it's for the best. Okay. Oh, we got some questions in the chat here. Rooster Comb, host choice. I just lost a close friend and am grieving. Oh, I'm so sorry. What should I do to help the process go faster? Okay. Well, I don't want to be flippant or nothing, so we'll just do the tarot again and see what that says. It's all archetypes and just kind of each card that comes up is going to give you just kind of a general theme to work with. So you can use that as a way to kind of work through the grief process and evaluate, if you will. So let's find out. What does the universe say? Okay. Temperance. So here's the deal. You've lost your friend. You are feeling all kind of things. You might feel like you need to kind of go wild. Stay the course. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to understand that there's balance in life. You don't want to go too crazy with grief. You don't want to be too callous and suppress it. But find that middle ground, and then, take care of yourself. Don't go drinking, and don't go, just like take some time to meditate and find your balance, and really just reflect on the friendship and what was, and give thanks that you had the experience. So that is your answer. I'm so sorry again. My deepest condolences and sympathy, and good luck on your process. Okay. Goog, is anything crazy going to happen on the 20th anniversary of 9/11? Probably something's going to happen. If not on that day, then right around it, because it's kind of loaded with a lot of stuff. Now, if you notice, we have not had a whole lot of media focus on that at the present. Right now, there's a lot of scuttlebutt about other things that may or may not be related to 9/11 tangentially. But yeah, they have not started any kind of like stuff where they look back on 20 years of 9/11 memorials or of, whatever. But I have a feeling, because it's the 20th anniversary, there might be something. I don't know. All right, let's see what the universe says with tarot. How can we expect this to kind of shake out? How can I cope with it? However you want to do it. All right. Oh, okay. The High Priest. So we could go one of two ways with this. We can say it's time to reach for Jesus, reach for God, reach for Buddha, whatever, and seek advice through the spiritual channels. Or it could mean that the Pope will get it, or some kind of like religious leader, or some kind of like, I don't know. They just put Jesse Jackson in the hospital. Maybe he'll succumb to the COVID. I don't know, but this is your answer. The High Priest. It's the light side of that is an excellent teacher. Somebody who comes and is really able to give good wisdom and guidance and understands a lot about the way consciousness and our interaction with the divine should work, and who's a shepherd, kind of helps you out. And then there's the abusive, power-hungry, corrupt priest, pope, cardinal, whatever. There's a lot of ways to go wrong with it, because, power corrupts. So, yeah, there's your answer. It could go either way, but that's a very telling card. Okay. Let's see. Who had a question? Oh, PNG. Oh, the digital detox, and I was told I was down 50%. Well, that's great. Yeah, self-care. Okay. Well, congratulations on that. Honestly, being in front of the computer or the television or the phone or whatever all the time is very damaging. We were not meant to be in front of these electromagnetic screen field whatevers with the Wi-Fi and the 5G and all that shit bouncing around. That's an assault. We're electrical beings. We're water. Like, all the energy is getting conducted in us all the time. So, you gotta be sensitive to that, and sometimes you gotta put it away. You gotta give yourself time to kind of be quiet, be still, be out in nature, be just like not tuned in to the matrix, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see. And eat healthy. Okay, I don't think we got this one before. So maybe since you've kind of got a sense of the digital detox and how good that felt, maybe try to move that into your diet and start to detox away from things that aren't necessarily good for you. Maybe give yourself some time to explore cutting some things out like that, and then also bringing things in that you might need. So, maybe you're not on a good vitamin regimen, or maybe you've been letting your your usual dietary restrictions that make you feel better slip. We all do. Like, I know that I should not eat a whole lot of bread because it just makes me feel kind of bleh. But this last week, I've been eating on some fucking bread. So that's how it is. I know that there's trade-off if I do it, but if I stop doing it, I'm going to feel 100% better, yada, yada, yada. How it goes. So eat healthy and good luck, and continue the digital detox a little, just tranquilo on that. All right. Oh, all right. What is this about bin Laden? They never proved. I mean, 9/11. We don't need to get into the whole 9/11 because I got some opinions on that shit, and I don't want to derail this situation tonight. We're here to focus on y'all. We're here to focus on your issues, your problems. 9/11 was 20 years ago, and it's over. We can't do nothing about it. Just let's move on, right? Okay. Who's got a question? Goog, Tarot, how should we invest our wedding gift money? Oh, that's right. You got married. Congratulations. I hope that the day was everything that y'all hoped for and wanted, and that it was glorious. And I'm sure whatever snafus might have arisen, it just, whatever. The glory of the whole thing was overcome any kind of setback. So hopefully it was good. And y'all got some money, so that's real good. Enough to invest. I mean, when I think about investing, I think about having a decent sum. But maybe, you might have just gotten a little bit, but you still want to invest it. Okay, let's see. Oh, the world. That's a good one. That's a nice one for, let's see if I can get in here. So invest it in your future. So however you want to invest in your future. So you got you're married now. So if you are together, you got to think, what's our goal? What is our future? What do we want? What is the thing that we really, really want next? Is it a vacation? Is it a car? Is it a house? Although I wouldn't recommend buying right now because it's real crazy out there. But what is it? What is a shared goal that y'all have that you don't mind putting your investment in? And it could be starting up your own business or something. Just try to get with your partner now that y'all are on this path together, and figure out what's most important and put it that way. That's the answer. Good luck. Let us know how it all turns out. Oh, y'all are having a little conversation here. Okay, that's all good. All right. Well, if y'all don't have a question, I think I need to block my nose. All right. Right up here, my upper lip area gets real sweaty, and it's been hot. It actually started to be like summer in Texas. It took long enough, and I ain't complaining, but this week has been hot. So yeah. Let's get some tea, shall we? Speaking of hot, got a few things in here we might want to talk about. Let's see. What did we get? What did we get? Oh, Haiti. Haiti. Well, I saw that Sean Penn's back, so I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I thought there might have been some controversy about his last time, or maybe I'm mixing him up with the Red Cross. But poor Haiti. They have had the worst trouble. Like, something that land is cursed. There is something going on with that land, and they just cannot seem to catch a break. I feel for them. I did see that this earthquake happened in a more rural area, so it wasn't near the capital like the other big one was. So there wasn't as many casualties, but it was it's a tough situation. And here's the thing, their president was just assassinated. They had an earthquake. They had a hurricane come through, and then there's no opportunity. They're on an island, and people don't go there to vacation. I mean, it's too unstable, so they don't even got the tourist economy that they can really rely on. There's no investment. I mean, it's just a tough road in Haiti. And I don't know how to help because, we went into Afghanistan for weird things, but, ostensibly to help the people who was having a tough time. And look how that shit turned out. The last time the whole earthquake happened, all this aid money was supposed to go to Haiti, and it eventually got siphoned off by different NGOs and different scams. And, the people did not get the resources, even though the world poured out for it. So I don't know that the old paradigm is the answer. We got to think about it in a new way. And I don't know. I really don't know what to do about Haiti. But God bless them people. I hope things start to get better. But it's been a shitty year for them so far. Oh, God. Can you imagine? Jesus Christ. Ooh. Well, I think resorts are usually the answer when you're talking about impoverished communities in beautiful tropical areas. But you got to have people wanting to go there to experience the resort. So the resort's got to be safe. It's got to be easy to get to. There's got to be shit to do. There's a lot of things to cater to white people. There's a lot of things that you got to do to cater to rich folks. So I just don't know that they've got the right folks in there. It just seems like they just keep getting screwed over, and it's almost like there's a curse on the place. It's just like, sometimes there's a building or a business or an address, and it don't matter what goes in there. That shit always fails, always, and it could be in the best location. There was a place downtown Austin for many, many years. I don't even know if it's still there. They maybe demolished it. Hopefully so, because it was cursed. But it was a venue. It was a good venue. It was on downtown on Riverside, so it was easy to get to. There was a parking lot. It was near some restaurants. I mean, it wasn't on the 6th Street kind of side. It was south of the river, but it was in a good location. Every single thing that moved in there failed hard. They could never get nothing to work. It was a comedy club. It was a male strip club, a Chippendales type thing. Several different kind of nightclubs. I mean, they just could not make that place work. And I went there one time, and I was like, this is great. I mean, there's all this cool stuff here. It was a nice layout, for a theatrical thing, for watching shows. I mean, it would have been great. But it just didn't work. So maybe that's Haiti's problem. It just ain't going to work. Oh. I propose we start going to Haiti or Cuba on vacation. Well, you can go to Haiti on vacation. Cuba is a little bit more difficult. You have to, so for a while, you were allowed to go if you went with a United States approved travel company that was going to take you on a cultural tour. So it was a planned thing. Now, there's also the back doorway, which most people did, is that you fly to Mexico or some other country that has open borders with Cuba, and then you go from Mexico to Cuba, and then kind of hope that it doesn't flag your passport. So you kind of have to keep your nose clean. And most people was able to do it, but it was one of them things where if they caught you doing it, you could get in a lot of trouble because there was a ban. And anyway, harder to go to Cuba. But Haiti you can go to, but I would not recommend going there unless you're going to go help. And if you're going to go help, make sure you're actually helping. That's all I'm saying. Corner of Riverside and Congress. Yes, was once a gay. See? Jamie knows. Hi, Jamie. Yes, that place was a fucking disaster. No matter what went in there, did not work, and I do not know why. Because all the things on paper, it should have worked, right? Should have worked, but it didn't. Oh, all right. Anybody else got a question for the OraCola? It's halfway through the show, and I've got half an hour to tell you what I know from the universe. That don't make no sense, but I don't care. Don't care. Mm. Kind of got through some of the pulp there. Getting easier to drink. That's a good thing. All right. Anybody have a question? Remember, we've got the essential oil healing deck. We got the old Book of Revelation. Pick a number between 1 and 22. It's Apocalyptic Times. It's an excellent oracle. We got the old Pornacle here, which is so much fun. Everybody enjoys porn. And we got the old tarot, which we've been leaning heavy on tonight, which is fine with me. I don't mind. And then, of course, our bitchy magic 8-ball, or magic hate ball, we should call it. It's a magic hate ball because it's always hating on us. Always. All right. Do we have a question? Y'all should check out Habana Restaurant on Congress. Okay. I don't even go up. I don't go downtown unless it's to the gay bar. That's where it is. It's funny. Okay. You have a question up there, Albert. Did I miss it? I'm sorry. Let me go see what I can find here. Okay. Chia seeds. Okay. I missed it then. Hold on. I'm going down. All right. Chia seeds. And talking to other people. Did your parents like each other? So that's you talking to folks. I did not see it. I did not see. That was a, did your parents like each other? I thought you was talking to somebody else. All right. You'll have to type it again because I ain't scrolling again. Okay, Pornacle. Weeknight dinner ideas. Y'all ain't ate dinner yet? Okay. I'll see what's on the menu. 334. Page 334. 334. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know if you're going to be enticed by this one, but this is what they said. It's just a bunch of men sitting in the woods. So I don't know what's on the menu, but maybe some shit. Or maybe you need to go to the woods and see what's going on there after you have a real dinner. But yeah, there's your pornacle for them people into the scat. They always existed, obviously. They've got, this is like old-timey pictures. And there's a lot of people pooping in the woods there. Okay. Prince Albert 273. For what? For the pornacle? But you didn't ask a question. What is your question? Ants on a log. Yeah. 273. What's your question for page 273, Albert? Oh. Looks like. Oh, it's censoring it. Okay, well, you have to write it in a way that is not going to be censored. So now I'm curious. That's funny. It's so funny how all this AI is just like, if you type in the wrong thing, that's why I've started putting asterisks in certain letters of words because they're on that shit. Oh, who will die first, Biden or the Queen? Pornacle. Okay. All right, so 273 is your page. Well, this one's hard to interpret. Here's your page. It's a bunch of demons and devils, and they're surrounding a man. And And so, yeah, it could be bad. But you know, the queen is kind of the head of the state, and that picture of that man is a little bit feminine. Like you could, if you squint, you can kind of see her in her younger days. You know, if her hair was fixed a certain way and you had a crown on it, it could be the queen. Either way, both of them surrounded by demons. So it don't matter which one of them checks out first. Good riddance is what I say. Good riddance. I've been misspelled the sexy, or I don't understand that. Okay. All right. Any other questions? I'm going to take a sip. You're welcome, Prance. Anybody else got a question? If not, I'm going to talk about some tea. Going once, going twice. Okay, think of a question while I'm talking about this next thing. Okay. Oh, astrology. You know what? I didn't look it up, but I'll look it up now. Let me pull this tea out. Oh, this one's a fun one. Okay, so what? Okay. I love watching South Park clips. This is a new thing that I found to waste my time on YouTube, looking up South Park clips because they're short, usually just a few seconds to like a minute or two. It's always the funniest punchline of whatever. You don't have to know the context because they're all very situational kind of jokes. Like they're very on the nose. They're very much like you get it pretty much when you look at it. There's some horrible ones that are just so wrong, and they don't censor them on YouTube. Like they've got all they don't bleep out the words, and you can like the whole thing. And I've seen some pretty like depraved shit on some of these clips. There's characters having like kinky sex and you know genitalia and you know all kind of things, like lots of scat. They're always into scat and farts, and it's just it's just mindless, but it's also very like prescient. Like they're always talking about stuff that's going on. You know, they're always right with the culture and just like on top of it and willing to just make fun of anybody and anything in the most obscene way. And so I've in the last I would say 2 weeks been real heavy leaning into that South Park YouTube catalog. It's been a lot of fun. So I recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. Okay, so astrology. Let me look it up. Astrology this week. So we did start out with the full moon on Sunday, and it was a blue moon, which means it was the second full moon in the calendar month. It was also the second full moon in the sign of Aquarius, I believe. So yes, it was kind of a special one. Since we've got a whole lot of crazy energy going on, I'm not surprised. But let me go down here to the transits and see what's up. So yeah, we got that well, okay. Oh yeah, so Sun entered Virgo on the 22nd with that kind of that full moon energy. And so now we're in Virgo, which is all about being meticulous and you know, crossing your T's and dotting your I's and, you know, service to your fellow man and keeping things in order. So we got that Virgo energy is kind of permeating the entire zeitgeist. That whole energy right there. And of course, the bad part of that is being a perfectionist, being exclusionary, you know, just not willing to change or bend. Yeah, so there's your Virgo energy. On Mercury is going to go into Libra on the 30th. So that's coming up next week. But Mercury is, the messenger. It's how we discuss things. So moving that from Virgo, which is can be a little bit nitpicky and a little bit critical, if you will, into Libra, which is a little bit more diplomatic, means it might be easier to have certain conversations in this next week. But ultimately, it's still very dicey out there. Uranus just turned retrograde, which means all the outer planets are retrograde, which means kind of the big structure of life is in for some revision and change, and kind of going back and reminiscing about certain things and trying to think back. Okay, what was I doing the first part of this year? What did I not accomplish? What do I need to go back and maybe rethink? But yeah, it's Venus is in Libra. It moved into Libra last week, so we got Mercury and Venus in Libra, even though we're in Virgo. So we've got love and relationships and communication all kind of in this more balanced place. So I wouldn't say go out and try to start no arguments with the intention of winning them. I would say that if you were provoked into an argument or you happen to wander into one, you can use your higher discernment to kind of wiggle your way out of it without any casualties, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so that is the basics of the astrology. And yeah, it's just kind of crazy out there. The energies are very, very, as all y'all can feel, I'm sure. So yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? We have not touched upon the Revelation Oracle yet, if anybody feels brave enough. We also have our good old essential oil deck. And then, of course, we've got our lovely magic hate ball. Always giving the wrong thing that you want. Always. And if you are not thinking of a question, but you would still like to support, you can always put a comment in the actual comment section of this video. You can hit the thumbs up button. I'm sure all of y'all's subscribed already. If you ain't, then you can subscribe. And then you can also share the videos. I've got all of the videos on the channel, even the ones that I did on Twitch. The only one that I did not upload was the one where I fell asleep and was like 10 minutes late and got on and had no makeup on. I have not uploaded that one. I don't know if I ever will, because I'm a vain person. But all of the old videos are on. So, if you're feeling like, what was going on 6 months ago? Guess what? There's an OraCola episode around that time that you can tune into, and you might get some like revelations or some insight from rewatching that. If you're one of them people that just cannot do the digital detox, but you want some like stuff going on in the background and my voice does not grate on you too much, then put me on, and then that'll help me get my channel numbers, my views up, and all that stuff. So all of them things that you can do, very much appreciated. Let's see. Hate ball. Will I like my new job? Well, let's find out. So, Prance got a new job. Congratulations, by the way. I hope it does work out, but let's see. Come on. Come on, girl. You can do it. You can do it if you try. Come on. All right. She's being very persnickety. Oh, okay. This is clear. This is clear. Coming in clear. Oh, no. Oh, she's such a bitch. She's such a bitch. Look what she said. Look what that fucking bitch said. Concentrate and ask again. Oh, she's earning it. She is earning it. The hate ball is earning it tonight. So, okay. We'll try again. At Prance, you need to concentrate. I need to feel your energy. Okay. we go. Come on, magic hate ball. Come on, girl. You can do it. Oh! Oh no! Oh! Boom, boom, ba, boom. So, okay, I would not say though, since that was coming from the 8 ball, the hate ball, I would not take that as gospel truth. I would say you're probably going to enjoy it for a certain time because it's something new and different. And even if you do eventually come to hate it or resent it, like most of us do with most jobs, you eventually usually just kind of like, I can't take this no more. Then, use the time wisely. Use the time to learn a new skill that you don't have like any practice with so that when you go to the next job, you can use that to maybe make some more money or something. Anyway, good luck. You asked the hate ball, so you got the hateful answer. Oh, Goog's got some oils. All right, let's see if we can shuffle these cards without me spilling them all over the floor this time, which usually what happens when I do the giant cards. The giant cards. Good God. Okay, something for the meeting the big boss in person for the first time. Okay. Something that you can take with you, maybe a scent or an energy. Maybe you can put that on a handkerchief and sniff it. Just have it near you. Maybe it's something edible that you can have in your breakfast that morning. We'll find out. Okay. And survey says, ding, celery seed. Okay. So you need to have a Bloody Mary before you meet with the big boss. That is the answer there. Clearly the answer. And if it's not, then ants on a log. Because if you're worried about the alcohol on your breath, just go back to your childhood, do the celery, the peanut butter, the raisins, and feed the inner child and be open to the wonder of the new boss. Celery. There you go. Here's your answer. I'm allergic to celery, in case you was wondering. So I've never actually liked celery. I always thought it tasted terrible. It's the worst thing in the world, and I hate it. But I've worked at different jobs where I've had to cut celery, and I figured out that celery is kind of a phytotoxic, phytodermatitis inducing thing, just like citrus and other like juicy things. If it gets on your skin and then it gets exposed to sunlight, then it causes a reaction, kind of like a little chemical burn, and it itches like crazy. And oh my God, when this happened to me, it happened very suddenly, just like any kind of allergy. And it was just like my whole hands was just like swollen and peeling and itchy as fuck. Like I would sleep with gloves on like an infant because I would just scratch myself and I would just like slather it with creams and it was just cracking and peeling and it was horrible. And it would itch so bad I would just like put my hand under scalding water just to find relief from the itch. That's how bad it was. It was awful. Nothing helped. Nothing. And then finally I started doing a little like process of elimination, basically trying to see what it could possibly be. What am I doing every day that's like a regular thing? And it was chopping the celery. And it was summertime and I was going outside and I was like going out to the trash or whatever with celery juice on my hands, and I wasn't, it was just causing an issue. So I figured out that if I wore gloves and like long sleeves or long gauntlet things that's totally covered up my hands, it went away. So is the celery. So I'm allergic. So listen to your body. If you're a little kid and you really fucking hate something, like you cannot handle it, you don't like it, it is not for you, I think sometimes that's your body telling you that's not for you. And I can eat things with celery in it in moderation, tiny little bits like Cajun foods. Always got some celery in the Holy Trinity. But if it's a prominent part of the dish, like I am not eating no fucking ants on a log. No way, no how, never, no. I do not like Bloody Marys. I don't want to eat none of that shit in there. Nope, not for me. So, celery. There's your answer. Oh, yes, he wants to meet over drinks. There you go. There you go. So, if you want to meet over drinks, then have a Bloody Mary. That's always a good one. It's kind of a hearty drink, too. So, if you like are nervous and you feel like you want to sip it too fast, Bloody Mary is not going to let you sip it too fast. So, it's a good one to kind of like sip on. It's almost like a meal. It's like a Weight Watchers shake or Slim Fast with alcohol in it. And if you go to some of these places that have like novelty Bloody Marys, it's like a whole meal. I've seen places that do Bloody Marys with like sausages and bacon and, a whole hamburger on it. Just kind of like wacky shit. So I don't know. Bloody Mary, though, if you like Bloody Marys. If you don't, well, figure out a different way to incorporate celery into your life. Oh my God. We got about 9 more minutes left here in the show this evening. There's time for another question or two if you would like to type it into the chat right now. I know we got the same crowd here as always, and I appreciate y'all so much for coming to join me on this Wednesday night. I would not put on the makeup unless I knew y'all was going to be here. So thank you so much for giving me the confidence and the certainty that there will be folks if I turn on the live. Now, I would still sit here and talk shit for an hour if nobody was here, because I promised to do it and I'm a woman of my word. But I do appreciate that y'all are here with me. Thank y'all so much. You can drink Slim Fast without alcohol in it. Oh no, I have not had a Slim Fast in, I don't even know. I remember when I was younger, Meemaw used to buy them when they was on sale because it was much easier than cooking food. So she'd send us out the door with a Slim Fast in the morning, and that was our breakfast. And if we got hungry, too fucking bad, because we was on the free lunch and all that. So we could get food at school. But when I was older, in my 20s, I would occasionally buy them, but I found them to be a little bit expensive and not necessarily satisfying. Like, I can still taste that chalkiness in my mouth. If you've ever had a Slim Fast shake, you know what that tastes like for the rest of your fucking life. So the ones that I could do was chocolate and vanilla. I could not do the other flavors. I tried the strawberry. It just wasn't for me. And I'm sure they've come up with different flavors, but this is way back in the 80s, 90s. So, yeah, chocolate, vanilla, I could do those, but not my fave. And they was just like hard to get down. You just kind of like gulped it ice cold and just like, got through that aftertaste. And then the can itself was interesting. Those were some heavy fucking duty cans back in the day. And I don't know if they still are because it's been that long since I had a Slim Fast. But they was much stronger than like a Coke can. So, yeah. I don't know why I was talking about Slim Fast. Oh, yeah, alcohol. So, yeah, I would say if I was going to do Slim Fast and alcohol and the thought just turns my stomach, probably what I would do is I would have to chase the Slim Fast with a shot of something, and then part of that time rinse my mouth out with the 80 proof whatever and swallow it, or even just spit it out. Like, honestly, depends on how broke I was. But yeah, and then you would have to spend a few minutes to kind of like calm your belly. Like, this is a good mindfulness exercise, by the way. If you are feeling like immediately you would want to throw up, and it's just like a reflex, just kind of like push it down, push it way down, and maybe like burp a little, kind of like Apollo was doing the other day. Like, I know he was holding that shit in. He was holding that shit in because he was like a few times on the verge of burping it up and puking, and he swallowed it again. I heard him do it more than once. So that's mindfulness right there. That's determination. Okay, you're just gonna keep it down. Go keep it down. Ensure, ew. It's kind of like Slim Fast, but for old people, right? Oh my God. Meemaw's dead. Meemaw's been dead for a long time. I mean, she was Meemaw. What can I do about Meemaw? She was the person she was. She was not a good person. I don't think she had a lot of good attributes. She had some, obviously, because she kept getting married. But yeah, Meemaw is no longer on this plane of existence, and wherever she is, wherever that energy is existing in the levels of dimension that we're going through, I don't know. But I look at it like this. So Meemaw was Meemaw because she was here to teach me a particular soul lesson. She agreed to do it. We had a pact in the other regions. The consciousnesses came together. We agreed to teach each other things, and that was what went down. So that's how I think about Meemaw, and yeah, there's your answer. Okay. Anybody else? We got 4 minutes left. We do have question time if anybody wants one. Or I could try tea one more time. What do y'all want? Question or tea? What's the first thing that comes up? Question or tea? Question or tea? What do y'all want to hear from me? Oh, Pornacle reading for the room tonight. 258. There we go. Okay. Pornacle. 258. This book, I tell you what, it weighs something. I could use it for kettlebell. 258. Oh, this is 257. 258. Oh, okay. So this is just some like, there you go, for the room. Everybody, find somebody to be consensual with and diddle their shit. That's what you need to do. You need to tickle their nether parts, get in there, and make them happy. They're just having a good time. I've been through a lot of them scenarios here. Well, maybe she's pregnant. She also just could be like fat, like I am, and have a belly. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, they're enjoying themselves. They're in love. They're having fun. There's just like, okay, we're about to do the deed. We're about to do it. This is that before you're about to do it, enthusiasm. So there you go. That they look pregnant. Oh, come on. The man is not fucking pregnant. Stop it with that bullshit. Just stop it. Stop it. The person who is pregnant is pregnant. The other person who contributed the whatever to it is not fucking pregnant. No. I draw the line there. Draw it. That person that's pregnant can be any gender they want. But I definitely draw the line at the opposite person that contributed the shit. The sperm, whatever. They are not the pregnant person. No. No. No, no, no. Good God. I mean, really, do we have to talk about that? Do we have to discuss it? No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay, so back to the picture. Yes, so go out there and tickle the balls of life. Just get in there and suck on the thing, and as long as it's consensual. But yeah, just enjoy the pleasures. Enjoy the pleasures. It'll be fine. It's all good. So what? The world is falling apart, and people's dying everywhere, and there's all kind of bullshit happening, and we're losing all our freedoms, and we're all on edge, and everybody's crazy, and it's like all kind of divisions and wedges, and just like crazy shit, and try to just let that go for just a second and find the pleasurable parts and just take a moment to enjoy the pleasurable parts. And if you don't have someone else's pleasurable parts to play with your own. That's okay. It's totally fine to play with your parts. I think everybody should play with their parts. That's the message for this week. Play with your parts. And if there's somebody else to play with theirs as long as they consent. All right, y'all. Well, this has been another fun night of the OraCola. I want to thank you all so much again for showing up for me this evening, as y'all always do, and watching the show. Remember, we do this every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. And if you would like to help me grow the channel, because it's still very small, it's little, but I just started kind of getting into it. Put a comment in the comment section, like the video, share it, subscribe if you ain't, share it with your friends, replay it in the background, go to sleep to it. Yeah. And remember, it's shitty out there, but it could be worse. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Mwah. See y'all next time. Bye.